Hello everyone, and in today's video I'm going to be doing Yunli's companion quest. If you do enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. So let's get straight into this. I'm quite interested to see what this is going to be about. Yesterday I did just complete the 2.4 story and all of it so far, so I'm very excited to do this. It's called Swords to Plowshares. An Outworlder delegation returns a long-lost Yansho sword. Yunli invites you to take part in the sword gifting ceremony. Like, I'm not sure what this is gonna be about, so what we're gonna be really doing here, but yeah, I'm actually quite excited. Like, I really like Yunli, so I'm really hoping this is good. Like, I am really hoping this is good. I haven't done a companion quest in so long, so yeah. Oh, this place. Oh, this is where we're training March.
Ever since March started learning swordplay from Yenting and Yunli, her voice has been absent on the Express. I wonder how well she's progressing. Where has she been these days?
Oh, so we just haven't heard from her. What the fuck? That's insane. What the hell? Have you seen March 7? She didn't turn up for practice. I plan to go looking for her. If I can't find March 7th, then I can only seek out her legal guardian, which is you. I am not her legal guardian. You can go ask, yeah, it's Jaeger Himiko. Too many days here of Argo. Or Denholm. I was ordered to instruct her in the ways of the sword. She can skip this class, but I can't skip my duty. We need to talk about your child's behavior. I think I'm the child through in the child in friggin' Nameless, but yeah, sure. How about this? You can't find me at Arrow Valley. I'll wait for you. Here we go. I don't even know what the fuck that first word said. Like at the very top. Let's go. It said VR something. Let's go. Where the hell are we going? Okay. I am so excited to do this. Let's do it. I don't even have Yunli yet. Friggin', I'm not getting her, so... I mean, I want to get her, but the game's not letting me get her. Jesus! Mishramal.
Ah, there you are. I was looking around before you got here. I already looked everywhere, but March 7th is nowhere to be found.
It's literally just Narvia's fault. So... No need to keep looking for March 7th?
Nope. Let's just assume she successfully skipped class.
Oh.
Actually, she's been quite diligent in her swordplay practice and hasn't taken many breaks lately. I think she deserves a day off. Besides, I used to skip classes even more than her back when I was still learning. If I was in the mood, I could train for 3 days straight. But if I wasn't in the mood, none of my seniors could find me.
Oh, wow.
So, I can understand where she's coming from.
Is that why Yanqing's better than you? Anyway, so then, can I go back?
No need. I asked you to come, so I won't send you away empty-handed. Since you're here, let me treat you to some tasty food.
Yo!
I'm more interested in you today.
Interested in what?
Let's walk and talk.
What? Oh my god, talk about the fucking... Don't tell me you know about the Stellaron. Jesus Christ.
Dad told me there's tasty
You said
food
walk,
far
not
away.
run.
Let's go there.
Fuck! Is this your walking? Holy shit. Is there anything
table
here?
for two, please.
Oh, there is something here.
All right, come on in. What would you like?
Well, we'll have one of everything
No.
on the menu.
What the...
Entire menu?
Do you think it'll be enough?
She's worried we won't be able to finish it all. I don't have much money on me right now. Don't tell me you're gonna... How much
Don't
money?
worry. I've got enough money with me.
How rich are you? Yanni looked at you confidently.
Well, then I'll start making a few dishes.
What the
and
fuck?
If you need more, just let me know.
Thank you.
How much money does she... Huh? Are you sure we don't need to look for March 7th?
No, I've thought about it. She deserves a day off.
Do you usually eat a lot?
Yeah. I mean, not too much.
Oh yeah,
actually.
she does like to eat. Yeah, true. I
Grandpa
forgot
said
about
to
that.
never be stingy when it comes to making friends. So, how big is your appetite?
I mean, I don't know what the fuck the Trailblazer eats. I don't think I've ever seen the Trailblazer eat once, so I'm gonna say don't eat that much.
Oh.
Oh no.
Then we can bring the leftovers to Grandpa.
Oh, she is not it. Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I wanna see what the other one
Never be
is.
stingy when it comes.
My stomach is a bottomless pit. Let's see what her reaction is.
Ah, then eat to your heart's content.
Alright, nice. Did you just say you're interested in being
Well,
yeah?
to be more precise, I'm interested in your sword.
Go on.
Yanqing mentioned you before.
Wait, what do you mean?
He
So
said
I don't
that
even
you're
have a
not
bat
to be
anyway.
underestimated, and that your weapon has a unique shape.
I can see what that. I can see what that sounds like. I've got a bat.
So I've always been curious about your sword. How the weight is distributed, what
It's a bat.
material it's made of, whether it contains any special ingenia,
And it's got a stellar
what
on it.
other sword techniques you use.
I swing. It's not a sword. It's a baseball bat.
Seriously? A
yeah.
bat?
Yeah. Are you disappointed?
Just the opposite. This is fascinating.
Oh no. Damn.
So, it really is a baseball bat.
Yeah, I literally got it out the garbage.
Grandpa said that a sword
Literally.
doesn't have to be constrained by its shape. So, in a sense, your bat is a sword too.
I bet that
He
stretches
also
the
said
definition.
that a weapon mimics its master. So, your bat actually reflects your habits and nature, you know?
What the so?
Let me guess.
So mean.
You're someone who doesn't follow the rules, enjoys improvising, and can handle yourself well against tough foes. Am I right?
I mean, doesn't follow rules. I mean, one of his lines are rules are meant to be broken. Have you been secretly filming me?
Amazing, right? And I bet you always say something silly like, rules are made to be broken. I've come across so many sword wielders who
Wow,
acted all
what the fuck?
righteous
She
and
got that.
moral.
Wow,
They're
okay, so
just
maybe
liars.
swords do talk
Their
in
swords
a way.
always
In a way.
told the truth, though.
What the
They
fuck?
told me that their
That's
wielders
accurate.
were just a bunch
Obviously
of
it's scripted,
frauds
but you know what I
who relied on their divine
That's fine.
weapons for everything. I've hunted down hundreds of swords like this so far.
That's interesting how she can
and
just know
every
that.
single one of them has been melted down.
Wait, you take people's swords by force and melt them down?
Yes, but only for those who cross the line. Melting their swords is my way of protecting those weapons. But just looking at a sword is not enough. Grandpa always says, words and expressions can be deceiving. But in a fight to the death, a sword's movements never lie. The war dance is just around the corner. You'll be participating, right?
Yeah.
Miss Yunli, for talented sword masters like you, the war dance is a perfect opportunity to
Hey?
show off your skills and make a name for yourself. But for people like
Oh,
you,
I understood it was
who've
an old lady.
already made significant contributions to
grandma.
the Xianzhou, they maybe don't need to prove themselves on the war dance stage. It has been a while, Mr. Nameless.
Who?
And you are?
Oh! This is Madame Yuko's secretary. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
Thank you for your introduction, Mr. Nameless.
Yeah, I
I'm
knew
Shi Kuei, and I work in the Palace of Astrum as the secretary for the Helmmaster. I apologize for interrupting your conversation. I happened to hear you discussing the war dance. And since this person is an old acquaintance, I thought I'd come and say hello.
Are you hosting any guests?
Yes, with the war dance approaching, many guests from afar are pouring in. Mr. Pavo here is one of them. He's from the distant planet Kalevala.
Oh!
Mr. Pavo's planet recently joined the Pan-Cosmic
What?
Trade System.
Well, I feel like I've heard that
Brought his
name before.
delegation here this time, not
Kalevala.
only for business, but
Calamara?
also to return something that belongs to the Xianzhou.
I feel like I've heard that
Miss
planet before.
Shikue, the word gift is perhaps more fitting than return. While it did once belong to the Xianzhou, We faced many tribulations to be able to deliver it here, so it should be considered a gift.
I apologize for my poor choice of words. Mr. Pavo's delegation brought a legendary Xianzhou sword that had been lost for centuries. General Huayan plans to personally
Yunli's
thank them at
interested,
the
I feel
Palace
like.
Astrum and present the sword as a prize to the champion of the war dance.
Oh, that's
Mr.
the
Pavo
sword
and I
that
were actually on our way there.
the general's talking about.
Since you two were talking so enthusiastically about the war dance, maybe you'd be interested in joining us at the Palace of Astrum?
What about our food? Wait. What about a food? Oh?
Nice to meet you both. The journey to the Xianzhou Lafu wasn't an easy one, but the scenery here is worth it. It's good.
Yeah,
Once the
okay.
formalities at the Palace of Astrum are finished, I'll find a quiet spot in this street and plant a seedling. And then my mission will be complete. The Sword of Heroes will finally be returned to its rightful owners. I couldn't.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
talk about the
you're
planet.
interested in my home planet?
Actually,
That's
very
great.
interested.
Your Excellency is welcome to visit us at any time. Even though the trade route just opened, it still might take around 200 system hours to get there from Pier Point. But our planet is really great.
200?
Sure, it's a bit cold and the food
That's
is
just-
a bit repetitive.
I just processed that. What
Houses
the
aren't
fuck?
as fancy as those on Pier Point, but that doesn't matter. We've discovered massive supernium deposits, and we're on the path to prosperity.
The sword?
Oh, you mean the Mieka Kivesa? It's an
The bow?
incredible sword.
What?
That weapon helped the legendary heroes of my homeland slay demons. That is highly revered. It also has the power to choose monarchs. All the ancient kings of Kalevala received a sign from the sword, showing they were worthy to rule the land. According to tradition, each monarch would plunge the sword into a stone, and only a hero recognized by the sword could pull it out and ascend to the throne next.
Oh. Is it some sort of biometric technology?
Well, those are just legends from the past. No one today has witnessed it firsthand.
It's like the sword in the stone. I'm gonna go.
Wonderful. It's an honor to have so many people witness the sword's homecoming.
Yep. Huh. He didn't really say much about his homeland, I have to be honest.
Let's head to the Palace of Astrum together.
I'd love to take a look at the sword
I know,
too.
right? Thanks to March 7 skipping class, we get to join in on the fun. Grandpa always asks me to go look at swords with him, but he hasn't said anything about this one. It's really weird.
Oh, that's not the
But
one he was talking
now that
about?
we're
Oh, okay.
invited, let's go and check it out.
I thought, he talked about, stuff about, like, he made us look at, well, not made us, but we got to look at the box that the sword will be in, and it was talking about how it wasn't going to be here for a few days and stuff.
General Huayan will
Huh.
hold the sword gifting
Huayan.
ceremony at the Palace of Astrum soon. Are you interested?
Why does everyone call me now? What happened? What happened? My name keeps changing. Like, grey-haired guy to fucking...
It's still early. Where to now?
There you are. Come on.
Ah.
Let's go to the ceremony together.
Let's go. Wait. Argenti? Are you voiced this time?
Please allow me to offer a
Oh my God, he's voiced!
compliment, my fair lady.
Sorry.
Your beauty is as pure
all glitched
as a
out this time.
snow-white iris.
Oh my God, it's so good to hear his voice again. What
Well, if it
the?
isn't my dear friend. Glad to meet you again.
I haven't even done his companion quest
This
yet.
weirdo.
I have not completed his companion quest, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, old friend. Nah, we met on Penacony. Damn, yeah, that's a bit
Who is
rude.
this knight?
She has like a bell.
I am Argenti, a member of the Knights of Beauty. I was invited as a part of the Kalevala delegation to escort the
So
legendary
beautiful.
Mieka Kivesa back to the Xianzhou. May I have the honor of knowing your name?
My name
She
is
is like, so
Yunli.
confused.
What a beautiful name. I wonder if you have ever heard the holy name of the pure and flawless goddess Adrilla.
No.
Oh, you're here, Yunli.
Yeah, good. Yep. Thank you, Wire. Thank you.
Didn't expect you to be so well informed. Well, now that you're here, don't forget your manners.
Manners. Come on. You won't find another granddaughter as polite and well-behaved as me.
I feel like he could.
Well, just remember this is a
Yeah, this
very
is the ball.
serious ceremony.
Yeah, this is the box. We
Sorry
were
for
showed.
keeping you waiting, Mr. Pavo. Now, let the sword gifting ceremony begin.
Before the ceremony officially commences, I want to express my gratitude to the Knight Argenti. Thank you for enlightening us about the sword's origin and for escorting it here safely so that we may complete this ceremony. On behalf of the Kalevalan delegation, I
thought
Pablo
Yunli was gonna
Kalastaya,
say something.
am here to return the legendary
Even just to us.
Kifesa to the Xianzhou Alliance, its rightful homeland.
I'm truly grateful for Kalevala's noble act of returning the sword and for the Knight of Beauty's chivalry.
Well, I thought something's gonna go wrong.
we gather here
Oh,
on the
something is
Xianzhou
just planning for
Rahu,
something to go wrong.
I officially welcome the sword back to its homeland, Mieka Kivesa. It's a fitting name for a sword with such a legendary past. I still remember the name engraved on this sword the day it was forged. Guyin. It was forged by Han Guang, a craftsman from the Zhu Ming's Pyrojaya Forge.
Wait. Hangguang?
Although its blade is worn and cracked,
I guess she
its
knows the name.
essence remains as resilient as the Xianzhou Cloud Knights.
Yeah, I guess
All
he would be
it
like
needs
the
is some repairs
most
and
famous
polishing
craftsman.
by the skilled
guess.
craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission to regain its former glory. I've decided to entrust this sword, Guyin, to the Lawfu Artisanship Commission for restoration.
Fucking what?
Furthermore, it will serve as the prize for the champion of the Lawfu War Dance. This sword will be wielded against abominations to protect our homeland.
Ah, she is. She really wants to win
Kalevalan
now.
delegation that returned it from so far away.
I'm so glad I'm doing this
Thank
quest
you,
now.
General.
I'm not
It is an
leaving it
honor
for
for
months
Kalevala.
ahead of time. I'm so glad I'm doing it now.
Esteemed knight and delegation members, please head to the Artisanship Commission, where
What?
No! This sword was forged by Hongguang.
Yunli, these esteemed guests have brought back your father's last work. Where are your manners?
Oh, her father.
Oh, I didn't realize this sword was actually forged by your father. Returning it to its rightful owner is,
Grandpa, give me that cursed sword right now. I'll melt away the remnants of that man's curse once and for all.
Her sword?
Don't be rude, Yunli. Apologize to our
I mean, I know
esteemed
about,
guests
I
from
know,
afar.
I know about the cursed sword. I'm just, but
I'm
the
sorry.
Trailblazer won't.
I'm sorry for making a scene, but I have to melt down this cursed sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands.
Yunli, please, go for now.
Yeah, Argenti's now curious. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess,
This is exactly why I didn't
I
want
guess,
Yunli to
yeah,
know
her
about
father was
this.
like a bad
I didn't
person.
want to create trouble, but trouble found its way here anyway. Perhaps it really is divine intervention. Could you, please, keep an eye on Yunli for me?
Yeah. Sure thing, I'll make sure she doesn't get into any trouble. Yeah.
That is a tall order, but I'm counting on you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I apologize for the unfortunate interruption. Let us move on with the ceremony.
Oh, man. But I guess... God, I know about like the cursed swords. That's what her Marid Celeste
Unless
channel
I'm
was all about.
mistaken,
So,
Yunli should be around here somewhere.
Nothing in this report makes
oh
sense.
God. Yunli, where? Oh. Oh, sorry, she was hiding behind this person. Oh, what's wrong?
Did Grandpa send you to look for me?
No.
I bet he did.
Actually, yeah,
Really?
because I care about you. Yeah. I would probably,
Thank you.
I would expect the job as, and I would go out anyway, you know? Even
Just
if
so you know, I'm here just waiting for the perfect moment to snatch that sword. And once I have it, I'll melt it down before anyone can react. Don't even think about stopping me. No one can stop me.
No one can help you. No one can help you if you don't explain what's going on.
Grandpa sent you here. Surely he doesn't want you to help me. Have you heard of cursed swords? That sword is one.
So it's a sword that's fuck, right? So is it like a sacred sword that's been corrupted?
You've clearly heard a lot of folk tales.
Oh.
But that's not the kind of cursed sword I'm talking about. A cursed sword lets anyone, even a complete novice, wield it with insane skill.
Oh.
Just by holding the hilt, even the weakest rookie can brandish it with incredible speed and strength.
So if it gets into the wrong hands. With someone like that, why someone could graduate in one day?
I'm not joking around.
I couldn't
And I'm
decide.
not making up some crazy story.
Okay, I don't like that. Like, bro, I couldn't. Both of them were jokes. I couldn't decide not to do one. Bro, I wouldn't have made it a joke if I could.
Well, a
God,
cursed sword
bro.
grants instant
It's annoying.
abilities to its wielder.
I wish there was one that wasn't a joke,
Comes
so I
at
would
a
pick that one.
cost. It's like continuously adding fuel to the forge. With each swing, the sword drains the wielder's blood and essence.
Oh, what the
Day
fuck?
by day, the fuel will run out, leaving nothing but an empty husk. Soon enough, it will no longer be a person wielding a sword, but a mindless, killing machine, consumed by bloodlust and murderous thoughts.
So it's like being possessed by a Heliobi.
So you're familiar with Heliobi.
Yeah,
That makes this much easier to
I've
explain.
dealt with a couple in my past.
There was a lunatic swordsmith who
Oh!
infused metal blades with Heliobi.
Oh, so that's how they
as
could.
he was obsessed
Oh, what
with
the
turning
fuck?
weapons into living
Interesting.
things.
Oh, what the hell?
And
Okay.
this
I didn't
is
know they
how
had
cursed
Helio.
swords were made.
So, Guyard is one of those cursed swords. So, your father sealed a Heliobus inside that sword.
I know. I shouldn't have caused a scene at the sword gifting ceremony,
Why would he do that anyway?
but I've thought
Like, what
this
was
through.
what's the actual purpose of it?
If I don't make a fuss now, that cursed sword will cause a whole lot more trouble. So it's better if it's me causing the trouble. By the way, aren't they supposed to be taking the sword to the Artisanship Commission for repairs? Why haven't they come out yet? Any ideas?
Maybe there are other ways out of the Palace Astrum.
Looks like they're not going to show up here. I'll just head straight to the Artisanship Commission. It doesn't matter why Grandpa chose that sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands. I'll track down every single sword he forged.
I mean, now she's
and
explained what it
melt
does,
them
and
down
yeah, I hope
one
to stop it.
after another.
Hopefully, if I
I
get
have to go now.
Is she planning to sneak into the Artisanship Commission and steal that sword?
Oh god. No.
Maybe I should keep an eye on her.
Yeah. Keep an eye on her, but don't stop her, you know? Alright, set up here. Won't stop her unless it gets, like, too chaotic. Well, I don't think we will be able to. I mean,
The
we can just
Artisanship Commission is so
we just bring in
Where could she
self-detonate.
be?
and blow up the whole freaking planet.
Just a while ago, a girl came up to me, all fierce and demanding directions. She said she's a member of the Artisanship
Oh,
Commission.
God.
Do you know her?
No idea who she is. If she really works here, how can she not know her way around?
Was she carrying a massive sword?
Yeah, she wasn't big at all. But that weapon of hers was pretty intimidating.
She was in a hurry, heading straight for the Artisanship Commission, and I didn't want to ask too many questions.
Yeah,
She
true.
said something like, I'm a member of the Artisanship Commission. Where do you keep your precious stuff? I
That's...
got scared and pointed her toward Master Gongshu's warehouse, where he stores his arumatons.
Wait,
Oh,
why
no.
did you give her directions? What if she's planning to steal something?
Let's cut to the case. Where just
Where
go?
else? Like I said, she was headed straight for the warehouse.
I don't know
all
where the fucking
valuable
warehouse
arumatons
is.
are.
Jesus Christ!
That place is filled with Master Gongshu's precious arumatons. I bet they'll give her a hard time.
God. Well, I don't think this is gonna go too well. Let's just teleport here. Yeah, this is not gonna go. We'll find Yunli at Master Gongshu's Aramation storehouse. Alright. Well, okay, I didn't expect her to be fighting enemies.
What are you doing here? Look, if I get into trouble, it's my problem. I don't want to drag you into it.
I'm here now. Is this really the time to talk to you about that?
Fine. Let's smash these metal cans first. Then we can talk.
Do we get to use Yunli? No. Oh.
Sighted. All units on alert.
Yeah.
Some value, I
Who do you think will win, Yunli or Sam?
Like until everything
Alright.
burns to ashes!
Let's improvise.
There we go. That was scuffed as fuck. This one's fine.
That was the last of them. Thank you for helping me out. This place is heavily guarded. But there's nothing but arumatons. Where is the arsenal? Seems like not even those craftsmen know where the arsenal is. At this rate, we won't find anything. And Grandpa might take me away before I can do anything. You're not really here to help me. You're here
Well-
to stop me, right?
Well, I'm here to keep an eye on it. Of course, no, this guy's isn't just your. I can just stay here.
No, it's not. Grandpa made a promise to the delegation, and going back on his word would tarnish his reputation and make things difficult for the Lofu. But leaving that cursed sword here will also make things difficult for the Lofu.
True.
So all things
Because I've heard what it
considered,
does. True.
the best outcome is for me to melt that sword down and take all the blame. You probably think I'm being impulsive and unreasonable, right?
Well, I feel like you're too obsessed, but bro, these options, bro. I believe about the cursed swords. Why can't I pick them? I just feel like you're too obsessed with curse.
No, really. Do I come across that way? Well, I guess I can't deny it.
You have to explain yourself.
Seems like you've met a lot of people who don't tell you the whole story.
Oh, tell me about that. Why don't you just tell me everything? Oh, this book.
Look. I owe you an explanation. But this isn't the best place to talk. We need to find somewhere else. Let me be clear, though. I'm still pretty riled up. This is just a temporary break.
Okay.
I already told you
Oh,
about
what the fuck?
Guya, the sword that was returned during the ceremony.
Is it kind of scary that she could just
It's a
kick us
cursed
off?
sword
She could
with
just
a
kick us
helio
off.
bus inside. And Hong Guang, the swordsmith who forged it, is my father. I rarely mention his name to anyone other than Grandpa. Maybe, like you said, I've been avoiding having to talk about him. But as long as my mission to hunt down cursed swords continues, it's impossible to avoid the topic forever. For some reason, I feel like I can open up to you.
A lot of people say that.
Honestly,
a lot of people do say that.
I don't remember much about him. All I know
He's
is
so
that
cute!
the Pirate
she's
Gyre
actually
Forge
so adorable.
used to be a bustling place, with people from all over coming to get one of
Look
his
at that,
swords.
bro.
They called him the greatest master craftsman since Yingxing.
Damn.
I didn't catch all the details, but I do remember seeing him forge those amazing swords, while the visitors watched with smiles on their faces. I used to believe that craftsmen brought happiness to others. The swords crafted by the Gyre Forge are famed across the stars. They possess exceptional sharpness and invincibility. With these legendary weapons, even ordinary people can become skilled warriors, capable of overcoming the most formidable opponents. But then, he became obsessed with becoming a famed swordsmith, and started crossing all sorts of lines.
So he just wants to become the best
He
swordsman.
forged cursed swords that should never exist. And all those people who desired those twisted swords started flooding into the palace.
Yeah, because then if he could get a lot of people saying, I became good with using a sword forged by him, then he'll become more famous. Yeah. I see
However,
it. I see it.
Just like Grandpa said, those who excel with the sword will eventually suffer by it. The palace was overrun with visitors from afar.
Holy shit!
Some left empty-handed. Others got swords that didn't
Bro,
fulfill their
that
desires.
is trauma right there.
And some even resorted to
Bro, that
stealing.
face. Holy shit.
It was so sudden
It was instant.
and unexpected. Everything went silent for a moment. All I
Oh,
could hear
shit.
was the sound of bones breaking and blood pouring out. I was frozen in place, unable to move. It was only when my mother pushed me away from the deadly swing of the cursed sword that I managed to escape. I don't remember much after that, except for the pounding of my heart and the sound of my own gasps of breath. I could hear the smiths in the Gyre Forge shouting, "Run away, Yunli!" And the screams of agony. My tears wouldn't stop. And I couldn't see anything.
My
I
god.
kept gasping for air until I collapsed in a pool of blood. If General Huayan hadn't arrived in time, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you now. After that,
Holy
General
shit.
Huayan took me in and treated me like his own granddaughter. To me, he is 100 times better than my sinful
Oh,
father.
so he's not your actual
He taught me
grandpa.
forging
Oh, okay.
and swordsmanship.
This took you in.
Han Guang paid for his sins, but his troubled legacy must not go unchecked. According to the records, he forged a total of 1,382
Oh my God.
Heliobus cursed swords, and 182 of them had unique designs. When I joined the Gyre Forge for training, I made a vow to hunt down all those cursed swords. So far, I found 312 of them, and Guyan will be my 313th. Like all the other cursed swords, I'll separate it from the Heliobus. Then, I'll melt it down and make it part of the Blade of Forged Remnants.
So I didn't like your grandpa doesn't actually care about this at all. Like,
I've said my piece now.
he wants someone to have it, which is really
Even though
weird.
it'll be tough for Grandpa, I still have to melt down the sword.
But the delegation calls it the Sword of Heroes. Then you should talk to General Huayan about it.
So, you're saying, even though Grandpa knew it was a cursed sword, he still chose it to be a prize because he thought it wouldn't cause any trouble? No. No matter how I think about it, something is definitely off. Grandpa didn't tell me anything about the ceremony. He must be hiding something. Besides, after our argument today, you want me to go back and talk to him now? No way. At least not today. Maybe tomorrow. Somehow, after talking to you, I feel like I've cooled off a bit. Well, I'll have an honest conversation with Grandpa tomorrow. And I won't take any action against Gu Yun until he gives me his reasons.
Don't forget to apologize.
Yeah. I shouldn't have done that in a public place. Anyway, thank you. We'll catch up tomorrow.
Yeah.
I should go
Damn.
back to the Palace of Astrum
What the fuck?
and tell General Huayan what happened at the Artisanship Commission.
Man, he was waiting to steal that spot. God damn, man. You were waiting. Holy shit. Alright, go to there. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hello, hello. Has she been here yet? Oh, well, I feel like she hasn't.
My granddaughter didn't cause any trouble, did she, young man?
You expect Yunli's situation. Yeah.
Sorry for all this trouble. Yunli told you quite a bit. Now it's time for this old man to tell my side of the story. Guang was my beloved disciple. A rare genius not seen in the Pyrogyre Forge since Yingxing. However, talent can sometimes be a curse.
Literally.
He had an unusual fervor for forging, and he dreamed of forging a sword with self-awareness that surpassed that of humans. He believed it would make warriors invincible without any training. According to him, while weapons of mass destruction like Zhu-Ming flames and alchemical arrows can destroy many enemies, true victory lies with soldiers who fearlessly fight, ready to lay their lives on the line. Usually, Xianzhou swordsmiths infuse a basic level of awareness into their swords to make them easier to wield. But even then, soldiers need to experience countless battles to overcome fear and sharpen their instincts. So
he thought of using Heliobite to absorb the emotions.
by infusing Heliobi into swords, he managed to forge weapons that could grant their wielders strength and valor, and even make decisions for them. However,
That's terrible.
weapons are different from regular tools.
Make choices.
They are meant to kill, plain and simple. After countless battles, all the anger, fear, and bloodlust are soaked up by the Heliobi within the swords. The soldiers wielding them not only gain strength, but they also become consumed by the malice, turning them into puppets possessed by the swords. No matter how noble Hongguan's intentions were, those weapons, soaked in blood, turned into cursed swords eventually. Later, Outworlders got wind of what he was doing and encouraged him to keep forging cursed swords.
Oh my god.
They came up with all sorts of reasons, from taking back their kingdoms to slaying demons.
The fuck?
And you know what happened next. That massacre took her parents' lives, and the lives of many craftsmen in the Pyrogyre Forge. Yunli managed to survive, but she couldn't escape the horrors of that day.
That's why. That's why he didn't want her to see that sword.
Yes. I don't want her to spend her whole life trapped under her father's shadow. She doesn't deserve to carry the weight of his mistakes. Despite her vow to hunt down and wipe out all cursed swords, fulfilling that vow requires immense effort. Traversing the starry seas in search of the swords is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
And to reclaim those swords, she has to duel the bloodthirsty wielders, teetering on the edge of life and death. She has taken back over 300 cursed swords, and has suffered the same number of fatal wounds.
Oh,
I took her
jeez.
in to give her a chance at a normal childhood, not to send her on a sword-hunting journey. Even if she manages to melt down all the cursed swords one day, what will she do with her life after? Hu Yin is indeed one of the cursed swords forged by Han Guang. Very few swordsmiths could use Heliobai as forging material, and Han Guang was one of them. His attempt came at a terrible cost.
The only person to talk to you tomorrow. Oh, this is still the same day.
I
Oh,
thought
okay.
this sword could be an opportunity. I wanted to tell her that her father wasn't all evil, that even the man she resents so much managed to forge a true sword of heroes. I also wanted to find a chance to tell her about the history and origin of this sword, but not during the ceremony. As you saw, it wasn't a good time. I've instructed the Artisanship Commission to keep the sword safe in the arsenal. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask the people involved.
Huh. Must go and shoot. There's something I want to talk to you about. Oh. Oh, this guy. Yeah. She's got. Uh. Jesus.
Since my granddaughter mentioned talking to me tomorrow, I'll be waiting for her. By the way, you watched over her for quite some time. You must be exhausted, aren't you?
A pretty dead lady like her never gets tired. Oh. How sweet.
I'll be counting on you then.
How sweet.
Time to go back and find that class-skipping March 7th.
Oh yeah, her. Forgot about her. Oh my god, I don't like how you like what? Let's go. Oh, that's why we had to go there. Okay. March 7th. Sipping milk tea, gossiping, tired. Oh my god, bro. Oh, don't actually got to talk to her. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh. What's the matter? Don't say what I think you gotta say. Yeah. Expect me? Oh my god. Jesus, she stopped. Yep. Well, it is what it is. God. So she did steal the sword. Oh my god, bro.
All right, everyone is here. It's
Oh,
time for
Yunli is
questioning.
here.
Yunli, I'm sure you understand why the official called you here, right?
Yeah? But I didn't steal the sword.
Oh. I can vouch for her.
Now is not the time to use your reputation like that.
What?
If we don't recover the sword, we will be breaking our promise to the Lawfu and betraying the delegation. We're counting on you to find the truth, Official Dahao.
Yes. It's my duty to thoroughly investigate the case. Even though Yunli is firm in her words, we can't just rely on her testimony.
After everything, the sword still got stolen. They should have given it to me from the beginning.
Just keep quiet.
In this case of Gu Yun's theft,
Oh no.
everyone involved.
So now someone
suspicious
has.
summons.
That's in essence. Now someone's gonna be
Yunli is
cursed
the
by
main
it.
suspect. First, during the sword gifting ceremony, Yunli openly expressed her intention to steal the sword. She even mentioned it multiple times. After the ceremony, she broke into the Artisanship Commission and destroyed Arumatons in an attempt to get the sword. Am I right?
That's true.
The Realm Keeping Commission inspected the arsenal where Gu Yun was stored, and there were no signs of forced entry through the doors or windows. The only possible entrance or exit was a small window gap, just a few inches wide.
Do you think she could have been there? It's like a lot. We should have March 7th. Yeah.
If March 7th were here, she'd probably jinx it and accidentally reveal who the thief was.
The box containing Gu Yun was opened and the sword went missing. But none of the other swords in the room were touched. Which means...
Espen knew about the box and the sword.
Well, I do know about the box and the cursed sword.
Exactly. The suspect had a clear motive and took only Gu Yun. So, besides the ceremony participants, only the delegation members had access to the sword.
Could it be that sword from the delegation saw the sword?
In that case, why would they return it to the Xianzhou in the first place?
Not ever in the delegation of the same agenda.
That makes sense. The delegation, led by the Knight of Beauty, delivered the sword to the Artisanship Commission. The craftsmen who received it testified that they didn't take anything from the arsenal.
No. Could be the craftsman stole the sword?
Master Gongshu checked the work records, and I questioned all the craftsmen and apprentices who were on shift at the time. But I didn't find any suspicious individuals.
Could it be the eye stole the sword?
So, did you steal it?
No. No.
Then stop joking around.
I don't know, I don't.
I can prove that he came to me after leaving the Artisanship Commission, so he couldn't have stolen the sword.
To put it simply, not everyone who's seen the sword has been to the Artisanship Commission, and not everyone who might want the sword has seen it. So, the only remaining suspect is Miss Yunli.
Fair enough.
So,
I didn't steal the sword.
well, when you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
No, this isn't the only remaining possibility.
If you want to prove me wrong, you better come up with some solid evidence.
Well, you
Let me
see,
gather
I got
my
a
thoughts.
crazy story to tell
I
you.
need to help Yunli clear her name.
We got a crazy story to tell you.
Yunli says she didn't steal the sword, and I am willing to believe her. But I know well that Yunli can be impulsive. So if she did steal the sword on a whim, I won't show her any favors. You were with Yunli yesterday, young man. So you have the chance to prove her innocence. Is there anything you need to ask me?
Just come to you after?
No, she was still mad at me.
Okay. How's sort of...
After the ceremony, Argenti carried
Oh,
the
okay,
sword.
okay.
I'm
That's...
counting on you.
Okay. Oh? Quiet's testimony, okay.
If you found any
Daho!
clues, feel free to tell everyone. Alright. Come.
So, who else is there to talk to? You?
Yes, I received your message yesterday and went to the arsenal to check on it. But when I went back this morning, all that was left was the case. I don't know anything else, so asking more questions won't help, I'm afraid. However, as the Master Artisan of the Artisanship Commission, I've got to clarify something. Even though the sword was stolen. Wait,
Okay.
no. I just remembered. My precious arumatons were smashed!
Yeah. Alright, it's just... Oh, Father.
Who could have thought that the Mieka Kivesa would be stolen? And that the prime suspect is General Huayan's granddaughter? Regardless, we've accomplished our mission. And now it's the Xianzhou's problem. By the way, why did that girl call it a cursed sword? It's quite upsetting.
I got a sword, can't take over the world is
That's
mine.
enough, young man. Now let me get something straight. On Kalevala, this sword has always been highly revered.
Damn, what the fuck? You asked the fucking question.
The first master of the Mieka Kivesa slew
I don't
the
even want to
monarchs
fucking
would
listen
heed
to
the
you
gu-
now. What's that? The voice of...
What is, Helio? What? The point is that the Mieka
But I don't want to listen to you now. You asked me a question. You asked me why it's so cursed. I say why, and then you get mad at me. What the fuck? Right.
I don't want to make things difficult for official
dumb.
Dahao. Let's do this his way and prove my innocence. If I can find that cursed sword, I can prove my innocence right away.
That'd be too convenient. How are you planning on finding this cursed sword?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. There's something else bothering me. Why would the thief take the sword, leave the case behind? Did they melt down the sword like I wanted to?
So really, that's your baby? Your case was too much trouble.
Yeah. Maybe. But if the case was too much trouble, wouldn't it be too conspicuous to carry around the sword like that? In plain sight?
But the case would be too. But the case would be too conspicuous. Oh. Don't mind me. Anyway. There's no one else. Do we just speak to you?
If you found any clues. Alright.
Where's this last guy, bro? You? Are you? Oh, there's a fucking thing. The contagious to Silguire is indeed a sight to behold. Its beauty is radiant. Perhaps it was its very beauty that has drawn unwanted attention. Regardless, as one of the few pieces of physical evidence left at the scene, it just might hold traces of the thief. The exterior. The sword case, masterfully adorned with metal wire inlays, traces the pattern of a lotus flower, subtly proclaiming its origin from the illustrious Xianzhou Zhuming. Open sword case. You notice a few smears of red along the bottom of the sword case's interior. It's hard to ignore, as if a deliberate declaration of existence to those who are viewing the sword case. Extract the red coloring from the interior of the sword case. Oh, what's that for? A few petals teetering on the brink of withering. More precisely, a single rose petal. I think we know who this is, don't we?
Why is this flower petal inside the case?
This was fucking a Genti! Alright,
So,
I don't even...
the thief took the sword from the case.
Alright, I think I know. It's fucking Argenti. Why? Like, because the rose petals, right? This has to be Argenti. Fucking hell, man.
If you found any clues.
Yeah. I'm 100% sure Yunli did this to
Thank
the
you.
sword.
But I'm not sure if I can convince Mr. Daw how.
100% sure. Fine. Let me go through my reasoning again, and
Oh, okay. It's
throughout the
fucking
entire
Argenti.
incident, there was
fucking
only
Argenti.
one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission, and that was Miss Yunli. Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission, trying to take away Guyun. But you stopped her in her tracks. And we haven't found any others. After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone.
Yeah?
We haven't found any other suspects.
Can I prove this?
Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission, and that was Miss Yunli.
Do we just straight up give the rose? I think we do.
On second thought, maybe...
Take your time.
Fuck.
Throughout the entire... We haven't found any other suspects or evidence.
I carefully examined the
Okay,
lock of the
I
sword
literally
case,
did that!
and there were no signs of tampering or damage.
Oh my god, bro.
What does that mean?
I literally clicked that before. It means the case was never locked in the
As
first.
to why the case was never locked in the first place, only the people who delivered it to the Artisanship Commission would know. Plus, I found something else inside the case. Which piece of evidence should I use to further convince Daha?
Okay, this one I know. This one is literally just the right. Yeah, it's literally just the right.
I found this in the crevice at the bottom of the case.
A rose petal? Huh. Yeah, I must have missed it during the search. But why was there a petal inside the case?
I don't know. But I do know that wherever that Knight of Beauty goes, he always leaves behind a trail of rose petals that's almost impossible to clean up.
Oh, yeah. I literally,
My
that could be
thoughts are a
done like a
mess.
quarter of the time if it actually just
Let
selected
me
what I wanted.
sort
It
them
actually
out.
did what I wanted it to.
The sword case was never locked, which is evidence that only someone who delivered the sword could have done that. And the rose petal was probably left behind by that Knight of Beauty. But how did he manage to take the sword from the Artisanship Commission? Why did he steal it after returning it here? And why would he leave that petal in the case?
How am I supposed to know? Ask the Genti, not
Oh
me.
no. Guyun flew out of the case on its own. The Knight of Beauty only unlocked the box to aid its escape.
Don't be ridiculous. How can a sword escape from a case on its own?
You've never seen a flying sword before?
Ask Yan Ching.
I've only heard about the Mieka Kifesa being able to fly in legends. But even if it could fly, why would the Knight of Beauty do this?
Like I said, the sword contains a heliobus. Argenti must have been under the control of the sword. Maybe he was under its control even before you arrived on the
Official Dahao, where can we find that knight?
Oh, he was possessed by it, okay.
Let me see.
That explains better.
The docking location of Argenti's ship. The one and only.
Let's go. We've got to find Argenti before that sword completely takes over his mind.
Damn, I did. So yeah, he's freaking possessed by it. Okay. It's not really anywhere to go. So we gotta fight
It's still
Argenti
early.
again.
Where to now?
We gotta fight him again.
Success and failure.
Alright, go, go, go. There he is. He's just looking into the distance. Oh. 15th day of month X. What? You don't even know what month it is?
I've been waiting for you here for quite a while.
Knight of Beauty. You're the one who stole Guyun, right? Hand it over. You have no idea how dangerous that cursed sword is.
Dangerous? In my humble opinion, the real danger is always the hand wielding the weapon.
Why did it now?
Please allow me to correct your statement. I never attempted to steal this weapon. As a Drilla's knight, I've sworn to live in poverty and possess only what is necessary.
What? What do you mean?
I agreed to assist Master Guyon in its escape from the Xianzhou. As the person who pulled it from the stone monument, captivated by its beauty, I must not let it down. I couldn't stay in the arsenal to convince the craftsman, nor did I want to take the sword like a thief. That's why I left behind a small piece of evidence that pointed to my identity, in the hope of an open and honest conversation with you.
Whatever your reasons
What
are,
are you yapping
you're
about?
planning to take the cursed sword away from the Xianzhou. Hand it over to me.
Back then, it was the beauty of Master Guyon that impressed me. So I willingly embarked
So
on the
I
journey
guess he
to
was still
return the
possessed.
sword. But unfortunately, Master Guyon's homeland is no longer the ideal place for it to return to. As a knight of beauty, I must not abandon it halfway.
Oh no. He's
Okay.
completely captivated by the power of that cursed sword.
How can we snap him out of it?
The solution is right in your hand.
The bat?
Captivated? No, I am touched by Master Guyon's flawless
The bat?
beauty.
Just hit him with...
To be honest,
Knock him out?
I'm confused why none of you can understand this sword. This is quite heartrending. I've already made up my mind to take Master Guyon away from the Xianzhou.
That cursed sword has messed with your ability to think. But I'll break you free from its grip. I'll shatter its illusion. And the sword itself.
Fair lady, if you're intent on taking away this person, this sword that is under my protection, please engage me with
already
a fair
this person.
duel according to knightly etiquette. As a representative of this duel, I, Argenti, challenge you.
I'll represent...
I swear on the spirit of
I don't know why
chivalry, in front of Adrilla the Beauty, that I will represent Master Guyon in this duel. If I win, you will allow Master Guyon to leave the Xianzhou with me. And if you best me, Miss Yunli, I'll accept my defeat and turn Master Guyon over to you. Do you accept my challenge, Miss Yunli?
Fine. Let's see whose desire is stronger. Your desire to take it away, or my desire to hunt down all cursed swords. Show me what you've got.
Damn, true. True.
You're not going to use Guyon to fight for victory?
Well, I know a thing or two about swordplay. In a proper duel like this, a knight should rely on the skills he's honed.
Oh my god, the music is so good.
You're a real weirdo.
Will be swept away by the wind.
Daddy's
Stay
kind of a
in step.
weirdo again.
Let me tend your wound.
The flesh will set in position.
Like fire until everything burns to ashes!
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
God, the music for Argenti's fight is so good.
Fight to live!
Rise to the challenge.
It's gonna shield him. Bitch.
You're fighting a gentleman. Put forth all your might.
Some value, I suppose.
Rise to
Take your
the
positions. Dreams do come true.
Oh my god, the music's so good.
Confess.
Bow!
Fight to live!
Bow!
Let the duel commence.
Stay in step.
I wish we got to use Yunli, but it's fine, it's fine.
Let's improvise.
Firefly Type 4 in position. Set the seeds of flame!
Uh-oh.
Let's sign you.
Spin away!
Put forth all your might.
Attack detected.
Every petal will be swept away by the wind.
What's in your prescription?
Great teamwork.
Need a doctor?
the show begin!
Rise to the challenge.
You're fighting a gentleman. Put forth all your might.
Still the same one. Dreams do come true.
Rise to the challenge.
Like until everything burns to ashes!
Damn.
Fight to live!
Rise to the challenge.
Did the rhythm get messed up? Let's improvise.
Set the scene!
There we go! Boom!
For chivalry.
Destroy! Cutscene? Destroy. Oh, go on.
I've lost. According to the rules of a knight's duel, I should keep my promise and hand over the sword to you. But before I do that, I hope that you, as the winner, might have the mercy and listen to Master Guyon's past experiences.
This sword has been cursed since the day it was forged. Place it in front of me, and let me destroy it.
Do what she says, knight.
But...
Whoa!
You've done so much for me already. It's time for me to face her alone.
Huh?
I'm weary of fighting.
What the fuck?
I just want to share my past with you. To explain why I wanted to escape. After that,
I mean, you can't argue with a talking
I'll
sword.
leave my destiny in your
Sword's a bit
hands.
broken.
Are you afraid to witness my past, little girl?
Afraid?
The sword's a bit broken.
Well, you do have a different aura from other cursed swords. But you're just trying to use my curiosity to lure me in.
Well, you know best that a single touch won't snatch away anyone's sanity.
Just be careful.
Fine. Show me your past.
Oh, God, we got into it. Oh, fuck. Alright.
It's already impossible to contact the main Cloud Knight forces.
Oh?
What awaits me will be a long and lonely war.
Follow me.
This is Yunli.
Is this your memory?
What the fuck?
Intercepting sword technique.
It's so cold here. I didn't feel it when I was in the thick of battle, but now it's freezing me to the bone.
Oh!
You're indeed a masterpiece from the Xianzhou Juming. If you hadn't taken control of my body, I probably would have been decapitated in that fight.
Quiet. And stay alert. Boris and the Wolf Troopers never
Oh,
give up
yeah,
the hunt.
Boris. I just realized.
Hey,
Is this
just
Yunli 6?
relax a bit. It's been over 300 days since we were both stranded on this planet. The transmitter never rings, so I guess we can't count on that anymore. The people on this planet still use beasts to pull their carts. Obviously, there's no way they can help us fix the star skiff. Looks like we're stranded on this forsaken planet for the rest of our lives.
The rest of a Xianzhou native's life could be terribly long. Are you feeling any desperation? All by yourself in this hostile world?
Yeah, a bit. Perhaps.
When things get too rough for you to handle, just leave everything to me. No need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Yeah, sure. If I really can't handle things anymore, I'll leave my body to you. But now is not that time.
Do you really think you can oppose an entire Borisan army with your limited skills? What are you holding out for?
It's true that I'm stranded here. But it seems like that Borisan pack is in the same boat. By the way, Guyon,
Do you know what a seed is? A seed may seem insignificant, but with careful cultivation and time, it can grow into a huge, unwavering tree. You said that the rest of a Xianzhou native's life could be terribly long. You're right. That's why I intend to plant a seed named Resistance here, and nurture it for the rest of my life. I want to show the people of this land how to defend themselves against those monsters. I can already see the seed in the eyes of those people.
You really think you can do it? Why not just give me control, and we can revel in the bloodbath together?
What was the memory I just saw?
It was a memory of me and a Cloud Knight. Stranded on an unfamiliar planet. We crash-landed on a planet occupied by Borison. Just the two of us.
I can feel that it was a lonely war.
Huh.
I'm alive. But all the young people in the village...
They died. They died for you. They died because of your big promises. Promising them a life free from the Borison. I tasted their despair before death. They didn't see it coming. And neither will you.
We can't stay here. Let's move on to the next village.
Why? What's the point? You and your sorry excuse for an army have been fighting for over 3 decades, and you haven't won a single battle. What you're sowing is not resistance, but despair. This world is hopeless. It's completely infested with packs of Borison. You've seen their numbers, and you know their methods. And those commoners you've put your hopes in. They just kneel down and worship the monsters devouring their children and families, calling them their Beastmasters.
What the fuck?
We headed one of the Beastmasters for their sake, but they turned on you because they were scared of the Borison taking revenge. You remember all that, right?
I do. I remember my first death. The Borison cut off my head. But I also remember that if it weren't for a brave youngster who risked his neck to reattach my head and give me a proper burial, I would have disappeared completely.
Wait, what? Wait, huh? Wait.
The people did for me.
What?
I
What?
left food at the entrance of my cave.
What the fuck?
Fixed my fur coat. And
I don't
some
even
even
know.
joined
I don't
my
even know what the
resistance.
fuck.
The rest of this Xianzhou native's life is still terribly long. And
I
there
don't
will be
know.
new youngsters who will stand beside me in battle. Time is on our side.
You said it was a lonely war. No. It wasn't a war filled with loneliness, but with despair. So much despair that I don't want to ever taste it again.
What is this?
I'm leaving.
Where are you going, Your Highness?
I'm returning to my homeland. A distant place beyond the sky. I'm not coming back.
But what should we do with you gone? What if those wolf demons show up again?
They won't, my child. You've wiped out the last of them. But before I go, I need you to do one thing for me. Even though the wolf demons are gone, new monsters will appear in this world. Soon, a demon will appear, donning golden branches and knowing only bloodshed. However, fear not, my children. I'm entrusting you with this sword that's been with me in countless battles. Use the skills I've taught you over the years, and you'll surely defeat that last demon. But that's not all.
Okay, she gets cursed and
I need
kills
you to
everyone.
construct a stone monument for me. It must be large and sturdy enough to seal the remains of that demon forever. This is a debt you owe me, and you must fulfill it. Do you understand?
You lied to them. And you lied to me, too.
Oh?
You promised that you'd give your body to me when you couldn't handle things anymore.
Well, this Xianzhou native's life has finally come to an end, my old friend. How about one last chance for revenge? Come and bid me farewell for the final time.
He had long since come to some
Whoa,
understanding.
sword.
I could sense a mix of intricate emotions flowing out. It wasn't bloodlust, or anger, or fear. What he had left for you was hope.
They've learned how to fight monsters. But there's still one last monster lingering in the world. Kill it, my old friend. He left me there without ever looking back.
You see the sword's breaking now. Like, it's like a quarter gone now.
Thank you, my old friend. Heliobi can taste human emotions. How do my emotions taste? My old friend.
A hint of bitter compassion and a touch of scalding courage. Your heart's deepest desire is to end the war once and for all. Now, the war is finally over. Can you hear? Even though you can't hear me anymore, my old friend, I'll do everything I can to bring an end to all conflicts in this world.
So, this is the past of the Kalevalan people's Sword of Heroes? You helped the people of that world bring an end to war?
No, I did not. I am a weapon, and I only became the cause of more conflicts. Countless monarchs of Kalevala saw me as a symbol of kingship endowed by nature, and they waged wars in order to possess me. I grew tired of their wicked intentions. I didn't want to kill for anyone anymore. So I returned to the stone monument where my master was buried. And since then, no one was able to remove me from it.
To Argenti!
You allowed Argenti to take you away?
Because even after all this time, I still wanted my master to come home.
Tree!
During the sword gifting ceremony, I felt anguish when I
Got the
learned
tree he turned
that I
into.
would be handed over to the most skilled swordmaster and once again become a tool for killing. My master had engraved his deepest desire into my blade. End war. As a weapon, my purpose was predetermined from the start. I had to become a deadly sword that would relentlessly hack and kill. But once I fulfilled my mission, would I have the right to choose my own destiny like he did? So, I asked the Knight of Beauty to help me break free from this never-ending cycle of bloodshed.
These thousands of years have naturally turned into memories of mine. I think I understand the beauty the knight was talking about now.
I don't want to be a sword that brings death. My war ended long ago. The years spent as a tombstone were my finest.
So the years that he was just in the stone were his best years. Oh shit.
I've told you everything about my experience with Master Guyon on Kalevala. And now, I'm sure that Miss Yunli is as moved by the sword's flawless beauty as I was back then.
Even though I had heard the legends of this sword from the delegation, delving into its memories was still fascinating. Yunli, I trust Guyon's experiences have changed your mind.
I had no idea this sword had such a past.
It wasn't until I held Guyon in my hands that I could sense its thoughts and unspoken words. I always thought a cursed sword infused with a heliobus would only bring rage and slaughter. I never thought someone could leave behind the desire to end war, and even change the nature of the cursed sword. My position was too extreme. Guyon is truly a sword of heroes. I apologize to all of you for my behavior.
So it's a good cursed sword then.
I'm sorry.
Now that we've proven Miss Yunli's innocence and found the sword, should we now return it to the arsenal?
No. I'm still going to melt down this sword.
Oh no, she's doing. I thought she wasn't. I was like, wait, what?
I've heard your true desires, Guyon. I can sense that you're tired of being a sword. Constantly serving new masters and fighting battles you no longer want to be part of. Right?
But being a sword is my destiny. I'm doomed to serve some master and fight battles endlessly.
Will the heliobus be released if you melt down the sword? I guess so.
Can a cloud choose to stop drifting? No. It's the same for me. A creation with a predetermined destiny.
That's not true, Guyon. That nameless swordmaster shaped his own destiny. So you can too.
I just can't picture my destiny being anything other than that of a sword.
Do you remember when you stood alone in front of the swordmaster's stone monument? People admired you because you carried the memories of the hero. You were no longer a sword. You were a memorial.
Later, as I became worn and weathered, the gentle wind would pass through the hollows of my body, creating melodic tones that echoed in the distant mountains. I became a musical instrument then. I miss those times.
Can a creation become what it wants to be? The answer is yes.
Still surprised
I'll grant your
this
wish,
sword can
Guyon,
talk.
and
Just
transform
surprised.
you into something different.
Something different.
But this is the price for the war dance. If the Kalevalan delegation finds out... Please, say something, General Huayan.
Well, my granddaughter has always been stubborn. Are you really sure about this, Yunli?
What do you all think?
If that's what you want, I'm on board.
Fulfilling Master Guyon's wishes is the reason I came to the Xianzhou. With the driller's blessing, you could turn Master Guyon into a plow. But as long as it fulfills his wish to end war, I support it fully.
Then, I'll leave it to you, Yunli.
It's been an honor getting to know you like this.
The honor is mine. Thank you, Yunli.
Why the long face, my child?
Huh.
Are you feeling regret, perhaps? You were completely determined when melting down the sword. So, why the sudden change?
That
of
was
heart?
beautiful artwork.
Grandpa,
It was so short.
I melted down the prize for the war dance. How are you going to explain this to the lawful?
Oh? Am I hearing right? This little girl is worried about her grandpa. Didn't see that coming.
If only I'd talked to you from the beginning, Grandpa. Maybe things wouldn't have escalated like this. But at least Guyen got what it wanted. I have no regrets there.
When it comes to swords, you and your father are cut from the same cloth. So, are you planning to continue melting down the rest of Hongguang's swords?
Yeah. Guyen is unique. But the other cursed swords are still too dangerous for anyone to handle. But
Wonder if we will
maybe
counter
I'll
any
try
curse
to be
swords in
more
the future.
patient next time.
Be more patient. Well said. Remember what you learned today, because there will be many more situations in the future that will require you to be more patient.
Understood. But what about the prize?
Well, ever since you showed up at the ceremony, I had a hunch. So I prepared another sword as a backup plan. And don't
Oh,
worry,
okay, what the fuck?
This one has nothing to do with Heliobi.
That's perfect.
By the way, the ambassador from Kalevala and that knight went to Arum Alley. They're looking for a spot to honor the hero. Why don't we go take a look together?
Let's go. I was gonna say, how am I out here? But for the end of the 2.4 quest, I was trapped. I was trapped in the prison. How am I here? Oh, I love these companion quests are like its own entire storyline, pretty much. Because it doesn't 100% make sense, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, the fuck?
Oh, General Huayan.
Droid.
What brings you here?
Well, my granddaughter was inspired by the heroic legends told by the Mieka Kivesa, so she dragged me here to take a look.
Why did you choose this place?
I come from a long line of Kalevalan monument keepers. For generations, my family has guarded the stone monument left behind by the nameless hero. Over the centuries, a golden tree sprouted from under the monument, and its branches have never withered. We Kalevalans see it as proof of the hero's existence. Before leaving Kalevala, I took a branch from that golden tree, hoping to plant it here to represent the hero returning to his homeland.
That sounds good.
Right, so if Yunli's dad made the swords when she was a little kid,
here where life is bustling.
And then this whole story took place, and it's been centuries since then? Unless that specific sword was made before Yunli was born? But then that begs the question, how old is Yunli actually?
The hero had asked our ancestors to carve something into the monument.
This timeline
so
doesn't make 100% sense to me.
Well, the inscription is
I don't know.
pretty worn with age. Perhaps you can still make out some of it.
I have drifted far from my homeland and am on the brink of death. Yet, I take solace in having honorably fulfilled my duties. Should you feel compassion for me, kind traveler, please take a handful of soil hence and bring it back to the lawful. Mr. Pavo, I wonder if that hero ever left a name in your history.
I apologize. But the hero's epic battles happened long ago, and he did not leave any name for us to call him. But in our mythology, he came from the heavens, and so we call him the Cloud Knight.
Welcome home, Cloud Knight.
Now, you can also rest here, Guyan.
Oh. It's that musical instrument. Oh! It's completed. There we go. Sword in stone, soul in sky. Speak to Argenti.
As a punishment for being an accomplice in this theft, General Huayan assigned me to guard this golden sapling and recite the story of the hero and this legendary sword to pass.
Wait, but were you technically were you
This is not a
possessed?
punishment
I
at
don't
all,
think he was.
and I gladly accepted it. Spreading the message of beauty to the Xianzhou residents is exactly what I desire. However, I plan to leave the Xianzhou soon and continue my travels. May our paths cross again in the vast cosmos, my dear friend.
Olay.
Now that my mission is accomplished, the delegation will be leaving the Xianzhou Luofu soon. But of course, the experiences here will become an epilogue to the hero stories. This golden sapling will become a part of the everyday scenery of the Xianzhou. I believe it's what he would have wanted.
Bro, I thought that got rid of everyone for a second. I'm scared. Shit. Assuming ancient Gyukin. Gyukin? Its body and strings appear to be crafted from a unique kind of metal. Even without a human's touch, it occasionally bursts out notes, as if humming an attuned melody for someone unseen. Do people live here though? I feel that could get kind of annoying. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe people don't live here. Yeah, I don't think people do. Anyway.
I'm feeling a bit emotional. I'd like to stay here for a while. Thank you for your guidance.
Hey, you're welcome.
I'm truly grateful. By any chance, would you be interested in taking sword lessons with me? Like March?
What the fuck? Yunli, just to be fair, I would love to. But this game doesn't want me to. Maybe I... Oh my gosh, she doesn't say anything? Oh my god. What about this one? Okay, nothing. What the fuck? Oh, I'm pissed off now. I'm pissed off. You need to have the Trailblazer have the fucking sword arc where he freaking gets a sword. Like he has a hat. Why can't he have a sword, man? Oh my god, that pisses me. Oh my god, man. We got a lot of achievements. Oh my god. We completed holy shit. Yeah, that was Yunli's companion quest. I'm going through all of these. That was quite interesting. That was actually quite interesting. We got to learn about like what Yunli's whole like goal is, which is very interesting. We got to learn about what her goal actually is. I got to learn about like what happened in her past and like why she wants to have this goal. Which, bro, that image, that traumatizing image, I'm like, oh my god, man, that was brutal. I was like, that was actually brutal, man. Like, Jesus Christ. Let's do a standard wish, and we can see. Oh wait, no, we can't. We don't have 7. Don't worry. But yeah, I hope everyone did enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this quest, like an out of 10. I would rate this a solid like, let's say 7 to 8 out of 10. I feel like it was pretty good. I still really want to do March 7th story because I really want to learn about her past, but I keep forgetting about it. So I might do that next week or something, if I remember. But yeah, I think this is pretty good. I actually really like Yunli as a character, so that's why I really want to get her. But oh God, if I don't get her, I'll be so pissed. The thing is, I also want Huan as well, but I don't think that's happening. But yeah, I hope everyone did enjoy. And I guess I'll see everyone in the next one. Bye!